So welcome back. Today we're at the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department, North District, for our next community give back video. With their schedule, the busy shifts, and trying to find time to get food, we wanted to provide a meal to them. So today, in fact, we're actually providing breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we have Krispy Kreme Donuts, enough to feed the entire police department, Qdoba burritos, a build your own taco bar, and of course, dessert, MrBeast Feastables Chocolate, my favorite chocolate. So in our last video, the Ball State pre-health profession students, the crowd favorite was the Feastables MrBeast These Nuts, the milk chocolate with peanut butter.
Delicious, MrBeast, delicious.
So we're gonna go ahead and get these for the Metropolitan Police Department.
Hello, my name is Santasia, and I'm about to try the MrBeast peanut butter called These Nuts, and I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion. Here we go. But rich chocolate peanut butter actually tastes good. Better than the other chocolate that's out here. It's my honest opinion. MrBeast, you did that. 1 out of 10, I'll give it a 10, 20. It's good, it's excellent.
Dr. Taylor, he's wanted to say thank you to the public safety. He did this for fire station. He's got some other words to share with you about what he does in serving the community. So, Doctor?
I started a YouTube channel called Physicians for Wishes. It is bringing a smile to those in need with a critical illness. We had our first nomination. That video is online. And then in between nominations for the channel, we're doing community give back videos. This food's for you guys. Basically, it's the Qdoba burritos, the taco bowl, and of course, breakfast, so we have that in there, and then chocolate as well. So I want to bring everything to you guys. I know how hard you work, and I know that it could be hard trying to find a time to eat, and so we brought everything to you guys, so please help yourself. Do you want to introduce yourself and tell us about a memorable experience you've had?
My name is Captain Kim Young, Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. I've been on the police department for 38 years. When I see them get promoted or I see them get a position that they wanted or something they trained and tried for, that's a memorable occasion for me, that I see them moving ahead, you know, because I'm at the highest ranking that I can do as captain. So I push them to do the highest rank that they can on the police department.
I came from working as a mail carrier for 7 years, and I wanted to better serve the community and be of service to the people that day to day I got to see.
I've been on a situation where I showed up and everyone's angry at me, everyone wants me to leave, and I was able to speak with a young girl, give her some advice and kind of my perspective, and kind of give her, I guess, just an opening ear. And after that, she was one of the primary people that wanted me to leave. She asked me for a hug.
I became an officer just because I had a lot of family members and friends, close friends that were officers. I wanted to be there for the youth, be a role model. That always led my passion, and then it just turned towards when being an officer.
I like getting out there and meeting new people and seeing the people of Indianapolis, and it's given me a lot of experience and really growth even since being out of the military.
One of my football coaches was actually a police officer. He's the one that kind of guided me into a program with the IMPD. It's called the Cadet Program. He knew about it and he got me into that, so that just made me even more interested in the work that we're doing, just kind of behind the scenes. So it just interested me to help people out, and now I'm here. So I'm happy I chose to do it, and I nowhere else I'd rather be. So.
Love it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
most of those I got warrants.
Our favorite.
Good. It's Krispy Kreme.
So if you want to introduce yourself and tell us your role at the department.
Yeah, my name's Shane Foley. I'm a lieutenant. Been on the department for 16 years. I'm currently a supervisor in the IMPD Public Affairs Office. So we do media relations, social media engagement, really communicating with the public. The role of police officers, incidents that happen, the great work that our officers do on a daily basis, that kind of stuff.
So why did you choose to become a police officer and serve the community?
I went to grad school at IUPUI, met some police officers, I did some ride-alongs, and I saw the opportunities I would have. It's a fun, exciting job. It's been an exciting career. And every day is something different. And the opportunity to serve the public, to make the community safer, to engage with particularly our youth in positive ways were really exciting for me, and I'm glad I did it.
What is something that is memorable about being on the force, something that maybe you don't always talk about, but that's happened?
In the past year, I guess I'd say most recently, one of the things experiences that I had that really reminds me of why I became a police officer was I just randomly was passing by school and a bunch of kids at the playground, and I went by and then I was like, let me go back by there. And oftentimes people see the police on their darkest days. Nobody calls the police and says, hey, I'm having a really good day, send the police out. So I just went by and I stopped and I grabbed a roll of stickers, and the kids just like flocked to the fence. They were almost like piling over each other to get just a sticker, and it was just exciting for them. And so often we deal with such negative experiences and people on their darkest days that something like that is really refreshing to see the joy and excitement that kids have. And it reminds me of why I joined this profession.
I know there's a pretty incredible story involving Officer Morgan Wilson. She had responded to a car that was broken down. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so she, I don't know if she responded or she just came across a vehicle that was broken down and ended up being a pizza delivery driver. She said, hey, while you're getting your tire repaired and fixed, you want me to deliver your pizza for you? And she did, and the person who got their pizza on time was happy. The pizza delivery driver was happy.
Hey man, you okay?
Yeah, my car broke down. I have enough for a tow truck. I'm in the middle of delivery driving right now.
Do you want me to call you one, or do you want to call one because it's cheaper?
I want to call one.
Where was your pizza delivery to?
It was to the Holiday Inn.
Why don't I deliver your pizza? If they give you money, I'll give it right back to you, and I'll have them sign the thing, and that way you can get your pizza delivered, and you can work on calling a tow truck.
That would be very nice.
Okay. Where's I need to know the address. Hand me the goods. What is this, soda?
Yeah, I normally have in a bag.
Hey girl, the pizza man's car broke down. I'm delivering his pizza for him. I know. Hi. The pizza man's car broke down. So. Yeah, let me make sure this is not gonna fall. It's sitting in here for a while, but it's still hot. Okay, good to go, thanks.
We hear about a lot of these stories on a regular basis, but body cameras have really allowed us to show these experiences sometimes that our officers are having with members of our community. And body cameras have been a really good addition for us, both for transparency, accountability, and also just being able to tell the story of what our officers are doing and the interactions they're having with the public.
I know the police department does a lot with the Indianapolis 500. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And then also, I understand there was also a recent Indy 500 car driver that got to participate in one of the courses that you guys have.
Yeah, well, something that a lot of people don't know, people from Indianapolis probably do, but people who aren't from Indianapolis might not realize that the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is not actually in Indianapolis, it's in Speedway. But IMPD, being the largest agency in this area, provides a tremendous amount of resources for that day and the days and weeks leading up to it. So we partnered with Indy 500 and Benjamin Peterson and his racing team to do a driving course. So he came and did a police driving course with one of our instructors. And it was interesting because he's like, oh, I've never driven a police car. Well, he never driven a police car. But the other thing he mentioned was like, he's not used to driving backwards. Because part of the course that our officers go through involves driving backwards. And of course, he's not always driving left, because he does other racing, I believe, but usually making left turns.
Hey Benjamin, I'm Jay Barrow with the IMPD Driver Training Unit. This is a condensed version of our emergency vehicle operations course that you have to pass to be one of our recruits. So are you up for the challenge?
Oh yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go. All right, go ahead and jump in here.
Oh, I'm driving right away.
Yes.
All right. First time sitting in the driver's seat of a police car.
You can start picking up to whatever you feel comfortable at.
Very fun. How do we do it, like a little whoop whoop?
You just do like this.
Thank you.
What'd you think?
I feel like a police officer now. No, that was really fun. But yeah.
Very good. Oh, he's very good, very good. Yeah, you can definitely tell he just needed a little run at it, and he picked it up very quickly. So, very good.
I've never gone backwards on purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it didn't take you long to figure that out, though.
Any other unique story that has happened that has been pretty memorable?
You know, one that stood out, and oftentimes we can't share the actual incidents because they involve very sensitive nature or kids. There was one where a kid was potentially going to commit suicide, and an officer, it was on body camera, saved this kid's life. And we made the decision not to share that in video with the public because we don't want to have this kid or the family have a negative experience from that. And ultimately, we want this to be a positive for the community. And sometimes we sacrifice telling the good work of our officers for the best interest of the public. So that's an example of one. But oftentimes we want to tell the good work of our officers because our officers do incredible work every day. At the same time, we have to be mindful of the criminal justice process. People have a right to a fair trial and whatnot. And then also looking out for the best interest of the public that may not be in the best interest of an individual citizen, that we tell a story that's maybe the worst day of their lives. So it's balancing both of those, telling the story of our officers and our agency and the great work they're doing, while also respecting the interests of the public and individuals in our community. One of the other stories involved a survivor from the FedEx shooting a couple years ago, and it was an individual who received gunshot wounds, and a couple of our officers diligently worked to put a tourniquet on her and get her to the hospital safely. And oftentimes our officers don't get to meet those individuals whose lives they impact, but in this situation, the victim wanted to say thank you to the officers, and so we wanted to be a part of that and share that story because it's good for the individual. It's good for our officers to see the impact that they have on individuals in the community. It's also good for the community to see that great work that the officers are doing to save lives, to better the community, just make Indianapolis a better place for people to work, live, and visit.
For anybody watching that's wanting to pursue a career as a police officer, any advice you'd have for them?
We're hiring. IMPD is looking for people to join. If anybody's interested, they can go to joinimpd.indy.gov. We encourage them to do ride-alongs, see what this experience is like. Being a police officer is not for everybody, and we don't want people to join just because I had a good experience. So we encourage people to do ride-alongs, to talk to members of our agency, to learn what it's like. And if they're interested in serving the Indianapolis community and having a career that's worthwhile, we'd love to have them.
Love it. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
So this has been Physicians for Wishes. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. We are still looking for our second Wish nomination for a Wish vacation. In addition, we are accepting nominations for our next community give back video, very similar to this one. In the words of Ellen DeGeneres, be kind to one another. We'll see you next time.